Namaste everyone, warm welcome to the channel and the video. Today we learn about Surya Namaskar, wonderful practice. You can use it as in warm up. If you do it little like not holding the postures for long, and if you hold it for long, it becomes a very good cool down, engages the full body, stimulate all hormone secreting glands, improves flexibility, strength. Like the benefits of Surya Namaskar are never ending, and still everyday researches are happening, and every day we get to new Surya Namaskar benefits. So let's learn. In this video, the whole idea, the objective of creating is, many of us are already doing Surya Namaskar or know how to do some Surya Namaskar. They have done in their past, in their schools or some point in their life. It's a very common practice, but commonly for past 6 years of teaching experience, I have came across many people compromising on one or the other joints to accomplish Surya Namaskar. So the main idea would be to not to compromise, how to stop compromising on the joints. So the video might get little longer, but it would be all worth it, because we will be discussing the common compromises which we do during Surya Namaskar. Let's get started. We start onto our top of our mat, into prayer position. We salute the sun and seek their blessings, give them the gratitude so for being there. After saluting, we tuck the tailbone, starting from the feet first. So we need to spread our toes wide apart and equally distribute our body weight onto the toes, heels and the entire foot. So have a better grip on the floor, from the floor, and then we slightly start tucking the tailbone in, squeezing the glutes a little bit, engaging the abdominal muscle, rolling the shoulders back and stretching the palms down as if we are trying to touch the floor. We are very steady, chin parallel to the floor. From here, we take our both hands up while externally rotating the shoulder joint. So now what is external rotation of the shoulder joint? As I am taking the hand up, you can see the bicep stays little away from the ear. It can even be like this. So let's understand shoulder external rotation. When you are taking the hand up, try to rotate the palm externally and thinking that there is no joint in between, it's a single rod. Then when you are rotating the palm, automatically the shoulder will get into external rotation. That's what we are looking here for. The first thing first, shoulder external rotation and pushing the hips forward and trying to look up. Do not over push. Slight bend in the knees is also fine. Exhaling, we try to make our spine long. Do the things very slowly in the beginning. No need to rush, no need to reach somewhere. Just stretching forward, lengthening the spine, creating more space in our back. And yeah, many a times we do rounding. So in the beginning it might round, but when you are starting to slow down the practice and understanding the posture, the idea of this particular practice is to make the spine feel nice, long and de-stressed. Do not look down. If you look forward, again keep externally rotating the shoulders, slowly going down all the way. You can be here, you can be all more flexible than me. That's not the point. The idea is to keep the body weight on the toes, trying to push the knees back and try to keep your spine, try to keep your neck relaxed. So you see the blood flow coming from the lower back, middle back, upper back, and if we keep looking forward and holding the pose for a longer period of time, there is this blood is stopping, not going towards the head. So we relax the head and let the blood flow come to our head, towards the brain. inhaling, we take one leg back. Now placement of leg is very important. If we place it too near to us, we will end up having a very close posture here. So even if you are here, try to drag the knee back slowly, and then we try not to be overly emphasizing on the frontal knee. Don't be here. Try to keep it nice and easy, relaxed, and trying to make that right, the leg which is back, that hip flexor and the quad muscle getting stretched. Also the hip on the other side is also getting stretched, and we trying to look up, trying to create some back bend in the spine. For the next posture, we stretch the other leg back as well and try to come into this plank position. Here the common mistake which we do is arching the lower back. So what we need to do is, you can come back, place the knees down and try to tuck the tailbone inward. That engages your abdominal muscles, and then you try to push back up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs. Do not over round the shoulder, upper back, but keep a protracted shoulder, look forward, straight like a stick. Knees down, and then slowly try to bringing your chest in between the floor. Do not go all the way down, like flat on the floor. There's a reason why we are creating some space under our abdomen, so that we use this particular space in the next posture as we slide forward for Bhujangasana. There are multiple ways of doing Bhujangasana, but like often I see people doing this, which is a kind of variation of upward facing dog, but not entirely upward facing dog. But let's keep this video specific to Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. So for Cobra, roll the shoulders back. Do not use your hands. Imagine the Cobra like the Cobra doesn't have limbs like hands. So imagine yourself to be a Cobra. The palms are down on the floor, but there is no strength or power you are using from them, and you're trying to look up. This really make your lower back strengthen, work, and let you hold the abdominal muscles, and lower back is holding you to look up. Exhaling, you push back into downward facing dog. Now in downward facing dog, shoulder externally rotated, palms spread, have a better grip, pushing the chest towards the thighs, look into your abdomen, push the hips all the way up to the sky, and then lengthen your hamstring, pushing the knees back, stretching the calf muscles to bring the heels down. This can be the position if somebody has a tight hamstring, but fine, keep working on it. And this can look little like this, that's okay. Keep working to push your chest towards the thighs, push the knees back, and eventually you will get more flexible and try to reach your heels down. The idea is not to reach the heels down. If you stay very close, the heels will reach easily, but the idea is to have some stretch in the feeling the good stretch in the calf muscles as we are doing this. If you find it difficult to hold downward facing dog for a longer period of time, and if you are a very beginner into Surya Namaskar, then you feel free to do child pose in between. And after resting there for few seconds, you can continue to downward facing dog. Next one, we step our leg forward, And if we find it difficult to step our leg in between our hands, that's okay. We might end up here, and feel free to use your palm and slowly drag your leg forward. And again, try avoiding overemphasizing on the frontal leg. Push the hips into the floor and take the fingertips on the floor. Look all the way up. Exhaling, step the other leg forward, relaxing yourself here, neck relaxed, keeping the body weight on the toes, not pushing the body weight on the heels. Heels are of course down, but body weight is slightly transferred on the toes. Next, we again try to lengthen. So this trick helps me. I just try to take my hands first, then lengthen my spine. If I feel more confident, I can keep my knees slightly bent, so which like takes the pressure off the hamstring and allows you to lengthen your spine. From there, you come to standing position, give a nice back bend to your spine, pushing the hips forward, and then slowly taking the hands down and keeping some hands apart, feet apart for a while. Let everything, feel the blood flowing into your body. Let the heart rate comes to normal. Once it is there, redo the postures, do few more rounds of Surya Namaskar and feel absolutely great. We wrap our video here. Hope you learned something with this video. Share it to someone who is doing this or who wish to learn Surya Namaskar, to which it might be helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.